Hello, my name is Mary Sewall, and we will work on lesson 5. The last 4 lessons that we had, we played chords, and we used the right hand to play the melody. We used the left hand to play the chord to make it sound more full-bodied. But we did not just use any old chords. We used very special chords called the 3 primary chords. And a musical scale, only has 7 letters. Now, these 3 chords are so special that they encompass all of the notes of the scale. So it couldn't be more readily available, and other chords don't do that. But these 3 chords, they're called, if you're working in the key of C, they're called C, F, and G. Now, when we go to the piano, we have an added bonus. We not only will be able to take these chords and we will change them into, you might call the bass chords. Bass chords are very difficult to play for beginners, but being that we have been working with chords, and actually they are the bass chords, so we are really ahead 4 months now because we've been using these special chords. We will go to the piano now. Now these are the chords we were using for when we were playing our songs. But now we're going to put them into the piano and use them as bass notes. Bass notes are very difficult because you're not only playing the chords, but you are taking the actual notes of the chords and you transfer them to the piano. So let me explain that. Now this is called a C chord. We have been using that with our melody. And the F chord, and the G7. But now, if you ever played the guitar, you would know that when you see this is a chord. And many guitar players don't read music, so they just play the chords. But a pianist has to be able to read notes. And when you have these are really bass notes. So to play them, if you don't have this C here, you don't know if it's a C chord, this is the way you play it. C, E, G. It's written out here. F chord. C, F, A, and a G7. And now, I think the best way to explain this is if we take one of our old pieces and apply this. The way we did it at the beginning, we played only the chords. We did not have the bass notes that are very difficult to learn for a beginner. But now we actually have been using them for 4 months. And they are the bass notes. The C scale is composed of those notes. So let us take an old piece. We have C, D, E, and we have to count F, A, and a G. 4 counts. And an E, and a G, and an F, and D, E. Now, if you add chords to that, that would be the C chord. 2, 3, 4, F chord. It says here F chord. And it says here a C chord. Now, put that together. We have now we will play it not with the chord, but the actual notes. But this chord is composed of these notes. All right, so now we will actually play the bass notes that are very difficult to learn. The reason they're difficult to learn is because you're reading notes and you're using both hands, and each hand is going in different directions, plus you have to look at the music and whatnot. All right, so now we will play the same thing but using the bass notes. Another old song, because what we did was we played in 4/4 time, meaning you must have 4 beats to a measure, and a chord only has 3 notes. So what do? If we have to have 4 notes? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's what I was doing. But now I'm going to play a piece in the key in the 3/4 time. So all I do is play 1, 2, 3, 1. I only need 3 beats. Okay, so now we'll play this piece. So that's what we do. But anyway, we are ahead because for 4 months we've been playing chords. But if we had just played any old chords, we wouldn't have advanced at all. We did learn those chords, and then now we're using them as bass notes. And so that pushes us ahead. But say, for instance, you're being taught Mary Had a Little Lamb. You probably will end up just playing Mary Had a Little Lamb because you're not going anywhere. You have to actually learn something to advance. You could take 100 lessons. But what good is it? At the end, you may not know anything. It has to be explained to you that what is going on, and mentally you have to be able to understand it. So once you learn to play notes, you have it forever. Oh, come to the sea. We have this piece here. I don't think we went over this thoroughly. We know how to play the right hand because that's much easier than the bass. We have C, A, C, G, E, F, A, G, E, D, C, D, C. Now this is in 3/4 time, so you play 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. Now we're playing chords, but we could play the actual bass notes. I better put my glasses on. We'll try the actual bass notes. All right, we have. We're playing bass notes. Now, we may not know, we have to really memorize the bass notes. C, E, G. And then we don't have to play the chords. We actually just play the bass notes. So, we have... And because in that short time we've been studying, we could also, if you know anything about the guitar, you could buy a book of songs and you could play, actually you could play some pieces on the guitar. Okay. Once you learn to play notes, they apply to other instruments. So the music doesn't change. You just find the music on the actual instrument. So even though you don't play the guitar, and this book is for the guitar, but being that you could read music, you could find music that's in the key of C. That's what we've been working with, all right? So you could actually play this on the guitar. Or if you play with a band, you need to play chords. The chords are written here, and we already know those chords. they only have 3 chords. So if you have a guitar handy, you play your F chord. And how do you play that? Well, you finger the F chord on the guitar, and then you just strum it with the right hand. So once you have the chord, you go brump, and you play an F chord. Then you have to play an F chord. Well, all you do is finger it, and you go brump, brump, brump. You're playing your F chord. How about a G7? You don't have to read music for this. You finger the G7 chord, and you go brum, brum, brum. However, I would not recommend that because it's important to learn to read music. I mean, for instance, if you learn to play by rote, meaning you're not really reading music, you're being told, oh, well, the note we're looking for is by the 2 black ones, or maybe the 3 black ones, but that's not going to help you. Certainly, it's a waste of time. But once you learn in that short time to read the notes, you could expand to the guitar. So let us now say we have a guitar and we need an F chord. We know the F chord. And all you do is finger the F chord on a guitar and you strum it. The F chord is set and you strum it and you're playing the guitar. So we have, and you could play it on the piano too. This is a piece we never even looked at. This is just a random piece. Bass notes, we could take this book, and we could not play the chords, we could actually play this. And it's in 3/4 time. The last lesson we took, we knew nothing about the bass chords. We're just learning that today, but we already know it. Now, this book here is a printed book. And already we could read the notes. E, F, G, F, E, right hand. And together we're already playing the notes together. Now if if I were giving a lesson by rote and Mary had a little lamb, that's all I would know. Because I wouldn't know anything else, and I wouldn't know anything about notes. So it depends not on the quantity, but the quality of the lesson you're getting. If you want to improve, you have to learn the notes. Now, we could expand to a much more difficult book. We could, just from that little bit that we learned, we could now extend it. We could take the left hand, which really is a G chord. We know that because we are reading, we know how to read the notes. Okay, we go same thing. We know how to read notes. Now we'll play the right hand. And then we play it together. Already expand to great lengths just from really learning how to read notes and not just play by rote. We could take just about any song, but we have to find a song that is in the key of C because we haven't gone beyond the key of C. Can you imagine if we do, how much more we'll know? We have a C chord, a G chord, and we know how to read these notes. So let's try a little bit of it.